Ready for another lesson? What it says about a woman when Pookie and Ray Ray leaves her. You know, a lot of the females like thugs and perceived thugs, and that's why they like the guys in the industry. And most of these guys portray the fast life, expensive cars, big houses, and stuff, but a lot of these dudes broke. You can't sit on there and tell me that all these dudes is street dudes. That's impossible. So, when a Pookie and Ray Ray or a Dusty Crustedy Tyrone leave a woman, what does that tell you about that woman? That she's problematic, that she's not feminine, cooperative, inspirational, beautiful, none of that stuff. She's problematic. I did a video just recently about problematic women and problematic people in your life. Most of the times, let's just be honest, Pookie and Ray Ray don't have no standards for themselves. Just like this story, I think it's out of Alabama, where this teacher was getting her field plowed while she was on Zoom. And when you sit down and think about it, any man that at home 1 o'clock in the afternoon or while you there teaching or giving a lessons to your students and he don't have gainful employment, that tells you a lot about the man. And I'm pretty sure he was a Dusty Crustedy Tyrone or schmuck or whatever. He wasn't gainfully employed, because any respectful man would have been like, okay, you know what? We could do this at some other time, or at least make sure that the camera off or whatnot. So Pookie and Ray Ray leave. You see a lot of these women in the industry getting dumped by them. That just show you that there's something wrong with the woman. Something is wrong with the men. And it take a lot for a man to leave a relationship. I mean, we'll put up with a lot of shit. But if you keep on constantly disrespecting us out in public, doing a bunch of stupidness, being combative, all kind of stuff, then we're gonna leave your ass in the dust. As well as Chad, Brad, all this nonsense. What the women fail to understand that these guys in the industry that up there in income levels don't have to put up with your shit. You already have a chance, and they could find another broad to replace you. It's gonna be harder for her to replace the guy that's making that kind of income, especially when her looks start to fade. I mean, when you look at examples like Tiffany Haddish and Common, that relationship was doomed from the beginning because she was more manly than Common. When you look at Common, you don't think of a man or a masculine man. You know, you see people like the baby and stuff, and they can't get these women off of them and stuff. And even in the communities where the dudes ain't as popular and ain't making as much money, but yet the women still flock to them. And again, they do all of this bullshit until shit get real and in the shootouts, and then they want to cry that, oh, I didn't sign up for this. But then you gotta have those chicks like Bad Baby and all that stuff, and that portray that they down and stuff like that, but that's neither here nor there. If you're running into broads with tattoos all over the faces and stuff and all of that stuff and they like, I can promise you that's damaged, and there's a damaged past behind that, and you don't want to get involved with that. She's used to Dusty Crustedy Tyrones, the Pookies and Ray Rays and all of that stuff. And when she come into a dude like you, probably a solid dude, a dude that have a lot of shit going for you, you don't get her shit wet. She just choosing you for security because all them other dudes finish and tired of running through her and her walls tear down. And that's why she come into you, and that's why these hoes like, oh, I want a nice guy and stuff, because the other dudes getting tired of breaking the backs. And don't be a meal ticket for none of these hoes, man. These girls just out here to try and latch on to people and be users. Don't let them use you. You use them for recreational use. You've been taught.